So welcome back to another episode, and yes, I'm going to show a few games that shocked me, and you'd be like, why did these games shock you? And I'm going to get into those today, and I'll ask you guys, what are you playing right now? Are you picking up some new games, some old games? Let me know down below.
All right then, bring it on.
And yes, I used the word shocked, and they did shock me. And let's start off with the first game that shocked me, and that is Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. And the fascinating thing about this, the Like a Dragon series, the Yakuza series, it seems like there's a brand new one almost every single year, and I buy them all up and I play them, and it picks up after Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and you play as Majima, and you wake up on an island and you've lost your memory. You don't know how you got there.
How'd I get landed here?
You know that you're into some nefarious things with all your tattoos. You're like, I must be a Yakuza. And then you bump into a little kid who introduces you to his family on the island. And you kind of get involved with this family and the other pirates that are on this island as well. And you slowly kind of become the leader. And it's really, really fascinating just for the storyline alone. And you end up getting your own ship.
Check out the sail!
And you can explore the sea, mysterious islands, and find treasure.
Let's board that ship! Now we're talking! That's right! Forgot how much I love this!
Now, why this game shocked me is because I played so many Yakuza games. I played so many of them, and I really like the series. I want to state that. It is my modern day Shenmue. You know, we never really got many more Shenmues. We got number 3. But these games have really shined over the years with the gameplay, and most of them have taken place in Japan. And then we went to Hawaii with the last one, and now we're going back to Hawaii as well. But now we have this pirate theme, and I want to say something here. This game shocked me because I was expecting just another one. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go again. This will be fun, right? I love the combat and stuff like that. But this game shocked me how much I loved it. And I absolutely fell in love with this game, and there's quite a few reasons why. Obviously, the combat is excellent. All the moves, variations of moves you can do is amazing. I love the combinations. I love grabbing an opponent, throwing them. The list goes on and on for all the moves that you can do within the game. And it makes me think back to Shenmue. Every time I'm playing a Yakuza game, I'm like, man, this really takes me back to why I originally loved Shenmue. But boy, have they ever expanded and made it bigger and bolder and better. And it's everything that I wish Shenmue was in a lot of ways.
Thanks.
And yes, we have the return of video game machines. The Master System is here, so you can go in and play old Master System games. I'm just like, oh my god, I can play Alice Kid, Alien Syndrome, and Fantasy Zone. I am an old school fan of Fantasy Zone. To me, one of the original mascots for Sega back in the day, and I just love it that they're still honoring their past by including all of these old games and game systems. And I just love the exploration, going around the islands, going around the sea, finding islands, going around there. Fighting bears? Yes, you can fight bears in this, and it's absolutely fantastic. Shit. And then we get something that I really love, and I loved it in East 10, and I just finished East 10 not so long ago, and one of the things I loved in East 10 was the ship-to-ship combat.
Now!
And here we have ship-to-ship combat, and it's excellent, it's fun, and it looks a lot better than East 10 did.
Fire! Blow him to smithereens!
I love exploring, seeing a ship, and just unloading, you know, your guns and your cannonballs at the other ship and sinking it.
Gotcha! Hell yeah! Gotcha! Hell yeah! Gotcha! Let's get this going! Gotcha!
And I really like the storyline here. I really love the character. I love the main character so very, very much. And he's been in a lot of the other games as well. But it's kind of fun that he's taking on this pirate persona in this one. It's so absolutely cool. And that's the thing, I'm saying that shocked me, is how cool this game is. This game is absolutely oozing cool. And it's also oozing a lot of humor.
That, critter you got there. Ain't that a tiger?
No, he's a cat.
Kid, I promise you, that's a tiger.
Pretty sure he's a cat. I mean, we don't have any other cats around here, but who cares if he's a tiger anyway?
Only if you don't mind them getting a lot bigger.
And I love all of the supporting cast here that he has around him on this ship as they're exploring around, and you get to know all of these characters, and you quickly really feel at home with these characters, and that's something in a lot of games that you don't get, but man, you really get it in this game.
Oh, look at that! He's losing his mind!
Those creeps. Mister, we gotta stop them before they hurt someone.
Don't gotta tell me twice, Noah. Let's do a little beach cleanup.
And here's the other thing that really, really took me back with the game is the Hawaii Honolulu setting. And it honestly, this is crazy. I got Kim to come into the other room. I'm like, Kim, you gotta see this. And I'm like, look at that. And she's like, oh my God. Because what they did here was they honored Hawaii. All of the locations that are in Honolulu are in this game. Yes, they had to change some hotel names and just get rid of some hotel names, things like that. But places I stood on the beach in Hawaii, I have been there. I'm like, Kim, we were there in that spot. She's like, that is our spot. That's where we sit on the beach when we've been to Hawaii. And that's the thing that I want to say is that Hawaii, Honolulu, really means a lot to me and my family. My family first took me there in 1986, and I didn't know what to expect. And I was there and I'm like, this is like heaven on earth. And there was some kind of, I know this is going to sound really weird for me to say, there was some kind of spiritual energy that I get in Honolulu. Yes, I know there's Maui and the Big Island and all that stuff, but in Honolulu, I know it's the sun and all of that. I feel so good. And I have so many memories of my mom and dad taking me there and having a beautiful vacation, and one that I get a small tear on looking back on now. And me and Kim have gone back over the years, and Kim fell in love with Honolulu as well. And we had a lot of special memories there, and we love Hawaii so very, very much. We hope to take our daughter to it in the future because it has this beautiful touristy, spiritual energy that is something else. And they captured that. They captured that in this game. And again, I know it was one of the things that shocked me. I thought it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be this good. Running around Honolulu as a pirate. And it's been a lot more fun than it should be. And it's bloody good. And I really recommend this. This is one of my games of the year already. I'm playing it and I cannot stop. And I'm loving it. And I'm having so much fun. Collecting treasure, fighting in the streets with random people, and just running around, revisiting certain locations from Honolulu that I love so much.
暇つぶしにもならんわ。
Okay, the next game that shocked me, and it shocked me in a way that is kind of fascinating, and that is for Monster Hunter Wilds. Yes, it is the latest game by Capcom in the long-running Monster Hunter series, and I just want to say something here that I picked up my copy right here, Monster Hunter, in 2004. That's when it came out 21 years ago, and I just want to say, I didn't know what to expect from Monster Hunter in general, and I was like just coming off Phantasy Star. And I was like, oh, it's like Phantasy Star. And then I started playing it and I'm like, it's not really like Phantasy Star at all in a lot of ways. And it was such a brand new IP, and it was fascinating running around with your friends or other characters, fighting monsters, harvesting them, and using all their body parts and things like that. It was a really fascinating thing back then. And over the years, I go back to Monster Hunter once in a while, and I played some of the newer versions. In fact, though, here's the fascinating thing. One of my friends was playing Monster Hunter Worlds, and I went over there, and they're all playing it together on different screens, and I'm like, this is amazing. And it was funny, one of my friends, Baruti, said to me, he goes, John, he goes, this game isn't for you. He goes, it's not your thing. And I'm like, well, I kind of played the original, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, trust me, I don't think you'll really dig this game. And I'm like, okay, and I kind of stayed away from it. And what can I say here? The graphics are unbelievable. They're staggering. I was just like running around, especially on the PS5 Pro going, oh my God, this is like really something else. And just the storyline and the characters and just getting back to fighting monsters again. And it just kind of took me back. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. So you sometimes carrying around this big weapon. It takes you a long time to hit your enemies. And I was playing it, I was running around town, and I was really getting into it. And then it kind of hit me. I'm like, I don't know. It's really sad. I love this, but I'm not into it. And I'm not into it because I'm a hater or I don't know how to play the game or anything like that. I'm just like, it's just not for me. My friend Baruti was kind of right about that. And it's really interesting. The original Monster Hunter was a fascination, but it wasn't, wasn't really meant for me. And it's been really fascinating for me to really kind of have an out-of-body experience and look at this game, because this game is awesome. This game is fantastic, but it's just one of those games where you're playing it and you're like, I just don't think it's for me. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto Syndrome, and I'm the one who created that name. I have Grand Theft Auto Syndrome. It's the strangest thing ever, where I love the Grand Theft Auto series. I love Vice City is my favorite. But every time I play a Grand Theft Auto game, I'm expecting it to be something totally different. And I play it and I'm like, it's a Grand Theft Auto game. It's everything that I was expecting it to be, but I was expecting it to be more. And I guess I went into this expecting it to be different. And it's not. How can it be different? Nor should it be different. It's a Monster Hunter game. It has to be that formula, and it has to follow that formula, and it can't get off that.
Look at all of them! On the rocks, too!
I bet we can bring those rocks down.
I think we're home free!
I know they've made this one a little bit easier for people and all that, and there is a lot to this game. This game, there is a lot to. I talk to a lot of people that are like, I don't even want to go near that game. And I'm like, well, you should give it a chance to see if you like it or not. And here's the thing. I love Monster Hunter Wilds. Is it a game of the year? I can see that right away, for sure. But it's not my cup of tea. And it's one that I aspire to really get into. And I'm going to play more of it. Don't get me wrong. I am not done with my adventure yet, because everything in here is so good. And it rubs me the right way, but it's so weird how I'm having that Monster Hunter syndrome. I'm like, yeah, it's Monster Hunter. Like, it's Monster Hunter. It's cool. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. And that's the thing that shocked me about the game. It shocked me that I was like, why am I not into this? And we all have that, right? We all jump into some games and we're like, yeah, this is great, but I'm not feeling it. And that's the unusual thing. And it's no slight to the game makers of this game, because it delivered and then some. With the size of the monsters and the exploration and the size of the world and the character development, it's very cool. It's very well done. But sometimes not everything is meant for us, and that's okay. Definitely no hater on Monster Hunter. I think this is a great series, and I want to see it continue on. And you know what? I'll be there to jump into again in the future.
I knew you were the best!
Yeah, it's been fascinating. I just want to say, for this week, I had a really good time. I had a really good time playing 2 absolute banger games, and absolutely getting into Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and also getting into Monster Hunter Wilds. I really enjoy Yakuza a lot more, but both of these experiences have been a lot of fun. And get this, I highly recommend both of these games. Absolutely jump in, but know that Monster Hunter, there's definitely a big learning curve there, but there's a lot of great tutorials. Jump in there and you'll figure out how to play the game, and I think you'll have a great amount of fun with it as well. So guys, what are your thoughts on Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and Monster Hunter Wilds? What do you think of those games? Let me know down below, and also tell me what you're playing right now. So anyways guys, until next time.